getting absolutely wrecked. Right now is the time to where you're either thinking World War III is happening or you're buying the effing dip. And so I'm just going to show you something that I'm not too proud of. I ended up going to bed and I was actually traveling. I wasn't having any notifications on. Well, my current trade, it ended up going way sideways. So now I'm down 58%. I have 100 grand open, and I'm down about 10 grand. We'll go into that here in just a second, but there's lots of things that I want to show you as to what happened in the market and why this is going on. I was predicting that we are going to bounce off of a pretty standard level for Bitcoin right at the top of this guy. So my entry was based somewhere here, and boom, we completely decided to tank. And right now we've got like a doji reversal candle going on the daily here, which is good to see. These guys typically mean that we have an upward trajectory, and I would like to see this sucker go to 65 and above, because we still are following this current trend line on the daily. Okay, so it is kind of bouncing from here, and we've got some solid support in a certain level. But here, let's go back and let's talk about this for just a second. What happened? Well, we have the bombings going on, which this is wild to be seeing. And this is where you're thinking, hey, is World War III happening? What is going on? This is Iran versus Israel. They're sending missiles back and forth to each other. So typically in a catastrophic event where you've got potentially invasions going on, the markets do typically go down, but they rebound quickly. So that's what my feelings are. And as far as teaching you guys something, you don't do this. You don't do this. This is my entry on this Ethereum, was right up here. Right? Boom, boom, boom. And I should have gotten out when it was broken, but I was asleep. I wasn't paying attention to stuff, and I woke up and and I had plenty of time to sell, but I'm going, hey, I've got room. I'm going to hold on, and we'll see. So now we will definitely see if I end up losing 10 to 15. It's not going to feel good, especially for these accounts that I was trying to turn into 100K. It's not going to look good for my ego, that is for sure, but we will see. We will see. I worked my butt off to turn $1,000 into this 16,000, and to be watching it slip away like this is reminding me that I am yet human here. But looking at these support lines, okay, we've got some decent support, and if I'm even further on, okay, if I zoom way out, right? If I'm zooming way out to like the weekly here on Ethereum hasn't been performing as well as Bitcoin has. We see that we've got a double top, boom, boom, boom. And if that double top breaks down here, we could literally be seeing a $900 Ethereum. Do I think that's going to happen? I don't. And that's why I'm not typically freaking out. Right now, we've got on the volume profile there's some strong resistance here. Strong, take it back, support. And that support is what's keeping me dreams alive. And hopium is really bad when it comes to trading. But as of right now, I've got nothing better to do than to do it. It's already been, we're already long. We're already wrecked. We're already ready for the ships to fall right apart. So as of right now, we are just taking the bucket and we are throwing water out. Just hope it blow it on the charts. Hoping that this sucker is going to go up, because realistically, right, my targets for this guy would be around that 3,500, but I will probably end up selling it if we do get back up here around the 3,000 and turning a $10,000 hypothetical loss into about a $25,000 gain. Wouldn't that be freaking cool to see? So historically, we have seen Bitcoin in Q4 go through the roofs. Right now, it is looking bad at -4 and -9% for Ethereum. It is getting ugly. But if I go back to these guys and if I just draw some simple charts here, okay, we've got a wedge, a falling wedge on the monthly. And usually these guys break out, and they break out big to the upside. And when Bitcoin ends up breaking, we're going to see 100K pretty quick once we get above this $74,000. You got to hold on for that. And typically October, right now it's Crashtober, you usually see it happen around the 8th to the 12th for last cycle and the cycle previous to that one. I'm talking about 16 and 2020. And then even last year, the October rally didn't really start until like the 15th, 12th or so. So we're still holding on here. If I go on to the daily and I reset this guy, okay, and I start deleting some of these guys here. Let's get rid of that one as well. We can see that upwards. And again, on the daily, you see this doji candle forming, which is typically a reversal. We needed some path down here, but this guy has now retraced about 10%, which is awful, right? But if we close here, that is closing on a higher low, which is great. Again, we've got some pretty strong volume support on this guy as well, along with this major line, so that we can see that Bitcoin has gone upwards like this, okay? And that Ethereum, somewhat of the same thing on this line here, holding on to some definite hopium. I think after this trade, I might start trading Bitcoin because freaking Ethereum is, by golly, just shitting all over me. But guys, this is Johnny Crypto, and I'm showing you how not to make money at the moment. But fingers crossed, we'll keep it going. Hit that subscribe button, find out what happens next.